Great question about a great pipe story. I've got a lot of great pipe stories. Conversations I've had with friends, some of the best nights. People I've actually met who came up and said, "Hey, that's a great smelling pipe," and started asking me about pipe smoking, and up becoming friends with. My favorite story is going to be, though, I think, I was coming home one night from a bar. It was about 2:30 in the morning. I'd only had a couple of drinks the whole night, so I knew I was fine. Ow. And I was this is in Scottsdale, Arizona. And I got pulled over. I thought, they probably think I've been drinking or something. And officer asked me for my ID and stuff like that. Didn't ask me if I'd been drinking. And finally, I don't know, after about 10 minutes, I said, "Why did you pull me over?" And he said, "Oh, your left front light's out." I went to get out of the car. He goes, "Oh, no, don't get out of the car." And another officer was with him, had flashed a light in my car and whatnot. Didn't think much of it. He went back to his car, and I waited for like 20 minutes. And it was a backup car that finally came up. I went, "Oh, they're going to try to give me a drunk test or something like that." Well, good luck. I'm pretty sober. So the officer asked me to get out of the car, and so I did, and we just started talking, and he said, "Do you mind if we search your car?" I was puzzled. I said, "No, go right ahead." And so 3 officers searched my car. I was just very puzzled by the whole thing. And so they searched my car, like I said, at least 10 minutes or so, and of course they didn't find anything. And the officer writes me a warning and says, "Make sure you get your light fixed." And I said, "Yes, sir. If I'd known it was broken, I would have got it fixed." And I got back in my car, and I couldn't figure out what they were looking for. Why did they ask me to search my car? I drive like a Nissan Sentra at the time, And so I went to start my car, and I looked down in the passenger seat of my car, down on the floor, and there was a big bag of English tobacco I just bought that day, and in a big clear plastic bag. Now, you know what tobacco can look like. It was in a clear plastic bag. So the officer, when he originally flashed the flashlight into my car, must have seen that and thought it was weed. So basically, my car was searched because of pipe smoking, because of my pipe tobacco. Anyway, I had a pretty big laugh about it, and of course I got my light fixed and whatnot. But that's the only time I've ever had an officer of the law ever consider me a drug buyer or user or something like that. So anyway, that's my story. It was a good question. Yeah, there you go. So if you carry pipe tobacco around in a clear plastic bag and it's late at night, be careful out there. All right? All right. Thanks a lot, man. Great video.